Okay, now we're going to do phonics. We're looking at vowel pairs O-O, E-W, U-E, and O-U. So I've written some words down and say them with me or repeat it. Bloom has the oo sound. Very good. The O-O makes the oo sound. Group. The O-U makes the oo sound. Drew. The E-W makes the oo sound. And clue. The U-E makes the oo sound. All of these have how many syllables? Let's clap it out. Bloom, group, drew, clue. One syllable. Very good. So we have one other way of doing the O-O. Can also have a silent E, moose. We don't say the silent E. We have 3 vowels, right? But how many syllables? Let's clap it out. Moose, right? 1 syllable. But when we do have more than 1 syllable, these vowel pairs never get split up. And I will show you. Let me write these words down. Sorry. Okay. So we have noodle. Okay, that's the oo spelled O-O. And remember the L-E, right? So, noodle. We split it right there at the O and the D, okay? Then we have coupon. The O-U makes the oo sound, and let's, how many syllables? Coupon. We split it at the U and the P. Then we have jewel. Well, the EU makes the oo sound. How many syllables? Actually, it's jewel. Depends on how you pronounce it. Some people say jewel. Some people say jewel, jewel, jewel. Then we have statue, where the UE makes the oo sound. Statue, statue. And it sounds like a CH, but it's a T. When T is with the UE, it sounds like a CH. Okay. So now we're going to read our I Love Reading books. 59, 61, they're all fun. So this one is Under the Moon. We'll read it together like we do in class. Okay. And this deals with the oo spelled O-O. Okay, so when you read it again, you will highlight the O-O words. Under the moon. The moon is rising over the trees. A moose and her baby wade through the cool water. The 2 moose are looking for their dinner in the cool water. The moose eat twigs, leaves, and water plants. Soon the moose will wade out of the cool water and go to sleep. The moon is rising over the lake. A goose gathers its brood closer, or brood. A brood is a group of baby birds. The goose will use its smooth wings to keep the cool night air out of the nest. The brood will sleep well under the mother goose's wings. The moon is high in the sky. A raccoon wakes up. The raccoon looks for its food at night. It walks through the forest looking for insects or plants to eat. An owl hoots at the raccoon. The raccoon hurries back to its den to feed its babies. A boy in his room gets into bed. He can see the bright glow of the moon through his window. He wiggles his loose tooth. His mom reads a story. The boy's eyelids begin to droop. Soon he falls asleep by the light of the moon. So that is the ooh sound spelled O-O. Now we have the ooh sound spelled E-W. Stew crew. Drew wanted to make dinner. He knew he wanted to make stew. Drew went into the kitchen. He asked, "Mom, can I make stew?" "Yes," said Drew's mom. You and I can be the cooking crew." Sorry. "I'm making stew," said Drew. First, Drew went outside to the garden where his father grew chives and turnips. The garden was wet with dew. Drew picked what he needed. Drew knew the chives and turnips would make great stew. In the kitchen, Drew and his mom cut up some meat and a few chives and turnips. They threw the meat, chives, and turnips into a pot. They let the stew cook for a few hours. Drew knew that he and his mom were a good stew crew. Soon it was time to eat. Drew called his dad to dinner. Drew's dad blew on his stew. Then he put some stew in his mouth and started to chew. He said, "Wow, this is good stew, Drew. May I be in the next cooking crew?" "Sure," said Drew. "We can all be in the stew cooking crew." Okay, so you will go read this again and highlight the words with EW that sound like ooh. Next one is Blue Blue Sue with ooh spelled U-E. Blue Blue Sue. Sue loved the color blue. Sue's shirts were blue. Sue's skirts were blue. Sue's socks were blue. Sue's shoes were blue. All of Sue's clothes were blue. Sue's family went to the beach. Sue showed all the blue things to her little brother Bruce. "Look, Bruce," said Sue, "the water is blue. It is dark blue here and light blue there. The sky is blue too." Sue and Bruce found a blue shell and a blue rock and a blue crab. The next day, Sue took Bruce through the flower field behind their house. She pointed out all of the different blue flowers. There were blue forget-me-nots and blue bellflowers. She picked a bunch of blue flowers. "I'll paint a picture of this bunch of blue flowers," said Sue. Sue brought her painting of blue flowers to art class. She named it Blue Blooms. "I found blue flowers in the field by my house," said Sue. "Then I mixed my paints to get different kinds of blues. I used the different blues to paint the flowers." The class loved Blue Blooms. So when you read this again, you will highlight the ooh word spelled U-E. Last book are the ooh word spelled O-U for soup group. Soup group. Lou, Pam, and Kim were members of a soup group. Each week, the soup group met to make new kinds of soups. The soup group cooked the soup with a mom or dad. The soup group dished the soup into bowls. Then the soup group ate the soup. The first week, the soup group met at Lou's house. Lou got a pot and some peas. The soup group made pea soup. It was very green. The pea soup was thick too. The soup group liked the pea soup. The second week, the soup group met at Pam's house. The soup group made chicken soup. First they boiled a big chicken, then they added lots of noodles. The chicken soup smelled great. Even Pam's cat wanted some chicken soup. The third meeting of the soup group was at Kim's house. Kim showed the group how to make ginger and garlic soup. The soup group loved the new soup. What new soup do you think the soup group will make next? So when you read this again, highlight the ooh word spelled O-U. Then you will complete page 155. My book says you should do it by yourself. So please try to do it by yourself. 155. It says write the word from the word box that completes each sentence. The words are through, clues, flew, moon, and soup. So we can do one together. Carla knows all about the stars and blank. Someday she might be what's that a picture of? An astronaut. So stars and what? Very good. Stars and the moon, because you don't look at the stars in soup, or stars and clues. Stars and the moon. So you would write moon, and then you'll do the rest the same, using the words that would make sense. Okay, and I'll be back with some religion.